What's good, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I can no longer recommend working at Amazon. Before we get started, again, more suggestions. If you haven't already seen in the last video, I do plan on opening up YouTube channel membership soon. So if you have any suggestions on what you would like in terms of what tiers I should do and what I should do for those tiers, let me know down in the comments below. With that being said, let's get started straight off with number one. In this video, I have 5 reasons on why I can no longer recommend working at Amazon. I guess before we do get into number one, I should say, I think overall, for the most part, for most of my time working at Amazon, I've been able to say, you know, if somebody wants to work there or someone's thinking about it, I would be like, sure, there's a couple of cons, but sure, I think it could be decent, especially for the pay, especially in my area. Yeah, sure, go ahead, apply, and you'll probably get the job, and it'll be nice. I've mostly been able to say, yeah, I can recommend working at Amazon. I think now I'm starting to move away from that, especially in this current state that Amazon is in. I'm definitely starting to move away from that. And I guess that's what brought today's video on why I can no longer recommend working at Amazon. And the first reason that I can no longer recommend working at Amazon, if you're new at Amazon and you're thinking about working here, here's some reasons why. Number one, hours being cut. So for full-timers, usually this whole time I've been here, I've never had this problem. And I haven't had it specifically at my site, but it's been happening at a lot of different sites lately. Amazon has always been a consistent 40-hour job for me. I've always worked my 40 hours. If I want to take time off, I can, of course, but 40 hours has always been guaranteed. 40 hours is no longer guaranteed for full-timers at Amazon, as lately they've been doing MTO because of how slow it is. For those who don't know, MTO means mandatory time off, which means they are forcing you to take off, and for most of those employees, they are not being paid. Now, this is site dependent. Some sites actually are paying their employees for MTO, so they're getting paid to go ahead and stay home. But a lot of sites, and I would say most sites, are not being paid to stay home. That's one of the big reasons why I can't recommend working at Amazon anymore. I've always considered Amazon to be a consistent 40-hour job, but it's no longer like that. For a lot of sites, they're making their employees cut hours down to 30 hours, and that's not gonna pay the bills, especially if you really have bills to pay, rent to pay, all that stuff. That's not gonna pay bills, and that's not gonna cut it. So that's number one on why I would not recommend working at Amazon. Now for number two, this is kind of similar to number one, but even worse, layoffs. They've been laying off a lot of people at a lot of different sites. Now for the most part, I have not heard about them laying off any blue badge permanent employees. Maybe they have, and it wouldn't surprise me if they have, but from my knowledge, they've been laying off a lot of white badge seasonal employees, because again, it's been super slow lately. For the past few months at Amazon, it has been very slow. Lots of voluntary time off being offered, and it's gotten to the point where not enough people are taking VTO, so they're having to get rid of people, and the seasonal white badges always come first. And I've been seeing a lot of sites where a lot of people have been getting laid off, unfortunately, and that really, really sucks. A lot of people losing their job, and this hasn't been a major problem with Amazon until now, and it sucks. Overall, I think that it really, really sucks that they're having to lay off their employees, and that's another reason I wouldn't recommend working here. Now, this could be for any job, realistically. This could happen literally at any job, but it just sucks that Amazon is reverting to that, and it's just an unfortunate situation. But like I said, I used to believe that Amazon was a secure job where you will have a job to go to and you will have a set 40 hours to pay your bills with. I can no longer say that, so that's why I'm putting it on this list on why I can no longer recommend working at Amazon. And then number three, no pay increase. Amazon hasn't had a pay increase in some time now. I believe it's been like over a year already since we last had a pay increase. I could be wrong with that. It could be a little bit shorter than that. It could be like a few months instead, like 8 months or something. But I think it's been over a year since we last had our pay increase, and it sucks because a lot of jobs, especially jobs that don't require any diploma or anything like that, jobs that you can just go get straight into as long as you succeed in the interview. A lot of jobs like Target, Walmart, these jobs have raised their wages already. I think that previously $15 per hour was the normal. Before that, it was a lot less than that. Thankfully, we moved towards $15 an hour, where a lot of the starter jobs like HEB, Target, again, those jobs started you off at 15. That was the new minimum. But those jobs have long since changed from 15 to like 17, 18. It seems like 18 is starting to become the new normal, but Amazon is still stuck at 15. Most sites is $15.50, but Amazon is still stuck at $15 an hour, and it doesn't seem like they have any intentions on raising that soon, especially because of the fact that they're, of course, letting go of employees, cutting hours. Of course, they don't plan on doing that, and it sucks. We haven't had a pay increase. The job no longer has competitive pay. Again, there's other warehouses, a lot of warehouses now, especially for the bigger corporations, again, like Target and Walmart and those types of jobs. Those jobs are starting you off at 18 now. Like I said, 18 is like kind of the new minimum for those jobs, and Amazon is still paying 15. I don't think we'll see a pay increase anytime soon either, which is really unfortunate. And again, it's just another case of Amazon doing the bare minimum for their employees and not going far and beyond. And they don't even have competitive pay anymore. So another reason of why I wouldn't recommend working at Amazon anymore. And now for number 4, I mentioned this in my pros and cons video of 2022 that I did a couple of weeks ago. I mentioned this there. I'm going to mention it again because it is really, really important. I know for a lot of employees this will be important, but Amazon has a huge anti-union agenda. Now, whether you stand for unions or whether you're against unions, that doesn't matter. I'm not going to say my stance on it. I'm not going to say any of that. That genuinely doesn't matter for what this point is, which is Amazon has a major anti-union agenda to, again, like I said in that video, again, to the point where they are doing mandatory classes on why unions are bad. They're taking employees off of their stations. They've been sending people to the employee's house because for those who don't know, Staten Island just became the first unionized Amazon facility in the country. Congrats on Staten Island. Let's see how that goes. But it just became the first unionized place in the country, like I said, and Amazon put a lot of money into it to say don't unionize. Now, in my opinion, why this is bad is just because I feel like Amazon should give their employees a fair ground. Let them believe what they want to believe in. Don't straight up force them to vote no, because they made merch saying vote no. They had a lot of merchandise like shirts and stuff like that saying please vote no. Mandatory classes on why unions are bad. Sending people to employees' houses saying don't vote for the union on this date when the union vote comes up. Don't vote for the union. And overall sending text messages, all types of things, persuading their employees to not vote union. In my opinion, I think that that's a good reason to not work at Amazon. They're extremely anti-union, and instead of letting their employees have their own opinions, let them do their own research, they just straight up told them, hey, don't vote. Don't vote yes. Please vote no. Here's why. Instead of giving them a fair basis on maybe letting them do their own research or giving them the option to, have some resources on why unions can be good and have some resources as well on why unions can be bad and why you shouldn't vote for them. They didn't give a fair playing field for both. They just said vote no. And number 5, I'm going to make a full video on this probably this Friday. Not for sure, but definitely soon. TOT and rate restrictions. For those who don't know what TOT is, it is time off task, and for a rate, it's basically how fast you're working. Now, previously, Amazon said that last year, actually, they said that they were going to get rid of TOT completely, or not get rid of it completely, that they planned on changing it completely and basically redesigning the whole thing. And after they said that, we hadn't heard about TOT for a few months, like several months actually. But lately, especially within the last month, there has been a lot of employees hearing about TOT. A lot of managers have been complaining about it. A lot of managers have been getting on a lot of employees' cases about it, and they've kind of talked about it recently. There's even some sites are having their managers come and do not classes necessarily, but do little teachings on what TOT is and why you have to have less than 30 minutes for a day of TOT, of time off task. And it's been getting really, really bad lately. Amazon said last year that they were going to move away from this, but they're back again. And I think this is another reason of why you should not work at Amazon and why I can't recommend it anymore, because I find TOT a really absurd, just bizarre idea of employers literally tracking their employees on how often they're using the restroom, how often they're not working, how often they are maybe just taking a little bit of a break to catch up, all that stuff. It's bizarre to me that that is a kind of rule to begin with, but the fact that they're moving back to it and being even stricter about it this time, again, I've been seeing a lot of sites actually care about TOT again lately. And I even made a video a couple of months ago saying, is TOT removed? And this answers my question. It's not removed, because a lot of sites are being really strict about it again now. I've been seeing it all over the Amazon subreddit and all and throughout my Discord. A lot of people saying that their managers have been really strict about TOT, and same for rate. They're kicking ass about rate lately. They've been really, really watching everybody's rate and doing audits on people who aren't meeting rate, all that bad stuff. It sucks, and I can't recommend working at Amazon because of this, because I don't agree with TOT at all. I don't think that it should be a thing at all. It should not exist. And Amazon went from saying, all right, we're going to change it because we did abuse this. We have abused our employees with this. They literally basically admitted to that. They went from that stance back to being super strict about TOT. And there's reasons for this, and I will make a video about that probably Friday. But yeah, I mean, that's another reason, the 5th reason of why I can no longer recommend working at Amazon. There's honestly more reasons as well. If you would like to see a part 2 to this video, let me know down in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I make Amazon content like this weekly, literally multiple times per week. And I'm going to be opening up channel memberships soon as well. So there's not only going to be like 12 videos or 15 videos per month like usual, there's going to be like up to 18 to 19 videos per month if you become a member of the channel. So if you're interested in that, let me know down in the comments below if you have any ideas on what I should open up for channel memberships. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna end that there, guys. That's the end of this video. Again, I have so many more things on why I can no longer recommend working at Amazon. This is just a few, 5. If you want to see another video like this, let me know down in the comments below. Catch you guys on the next one though. Thank you so much for watching the video. Love you all. Peace.